Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to take a deep dive into one of the most fascinating mysteries of human existence, the mind of a genius. What makes a genius think differently? How do they see the world in ways the rest of us can't? Is it talent, training, obsession, or something far beyond normal human limits? In this video, we're going to explore the inner world of extraordinary thinkers, from Leonardo da Vinci to Einstein, from Nikola Tesla to modern-day innovators. This is not just a story about intelligence. It is a journey into imagination, struggle, madness, brilliance, and the extraordinary mental architecture that shapes a genius. When we talk about a genius, most people imagine someone who solves math problems instantly or paints masterpieces effortlessly, but the truth is far more complex. A genius doesn't simply think faster. They think differently. For them, the world is not a collection of facts, but a grand puzzle waiting to be rearranged. Where others see problems, a genius sees possibilities. Where society sees limits, a genius sees pathways that haven't yet been walked. Imagine standing in a crowded room where everyone is talking about what is. Meanwhile, the genius is silently thinking about what could be. Their mind naturally drifts beyond the present moment into realms of fantasy, curiosity, and unconventional connections. This is the birthplace of innovation. This is the landscape inside the mind of a genius. One of the most distinctive traits of genius thinking is hyper-curiosity. A typical person asks a question when needed. A genius asks questions constantly, about everything. They are not satisfied with knowing how something works. They want to know why it works the way it does, what made it this way, and how it can be different. Take Leonardo da Vinci, for example. His notebooks were filled with sketches of water, birds, machines, anatomy, not because he needed these answers for anything practical, but because he simply couldn't stop wondering. He saw patterns in birds' wings that inspired flying machines. He studied water currents to understand motion. The mind of a genius is a universe of endless curiosity, where every small detail opens 1,000 new questions. Another key element inside the mind of a genius is the ability to connect the unconnected. While most people think in straight lines, geniuses think in webs, loops, spirals, and networks. Their thoughts jump from art to math, from philosophy to physics, from a childhood memory to a scientific theory, all within seconds. These connections may seem random, but they form the roots of creative breakthroughs. That's how Einstein imagined riding alongside a beam of light, a daydream that eventually gave birth to the theory of relativity. Geniuses don't limit their mind to one discipline. Their imagination moves freely across worlds. But this extraordinary ability comes with a cost. The mind of a genius is rarely quiet. Thoughts move rapidly, often uncontrollably. There's constant mental noise, constant analysis, constant imagination. Many genius-level thinkers describe their minds as never resting, filled with images, ideas, equations, or stories. Nikola Tesla claimed he could see full inventions in his mind before even building them. He didn't sketch immediately. He visualized the machine running inside his head. This level of mental imagery is both a gift and a burden. It means an endless stream of creativity, but it also means sleepless nights, overwhelming thoughts, and mental isolation. Inside the mind of a genius, there is also intense focus, often bordering on obsession. When a genius becomes interested in something, they don't dip their toes. They dive completely in. Hours feel like minutes. Days feel like moments. The world disappears when they are inside their work. They don't try to concentrate, they melt into concentration. This state of deep immersion is sometimes known as flow, and geniuses reach it more often and more intensely than others. It is during these moments of deep focus that breakthroughs are born. However, along with focus comes another trait, the constant feeling of being misunderstood. Many geniuses live mentally in the future while the world around them lives in the present. They see possibilities that others can't see yet. Their ideas may sound strange, unrealistic, or impossible to people who cannot understand their perspective. History is filled with stories of geniuses who were laughed at, rejected, or ignored during their lifetime, only to be celebrated decades or centuries later. Their mind operates on a different frequency, and society often doesn't catch up until much later. Another powerful trait inside a genius mind is the ability to tolerate complexity. Most people prefer simple, predictable, straightforward explanations. A genius, however, enjoys working with messy, uncertain, complicated problems. They don't back away from confusion, they dive into it, they dissect it, they rearrange it. They find beauty in complexity. The world inside their mind is like a vast multi-layered puzzle, and every day they are rearranging its pieces. But here is something that people rarely talk about. The line between genius and madness is razor thin. Many great thinkers have experienced anxiety, loneliness, overthinking, restlessness, or even breakdowns. Their mind is like a high-performance engine, powerful, but also fragile. It can run faster than anyone else's, but it also overheats more easily. This doesn't mean geniuses are broken. It means their mind operates at a level that demands enormous mental energy, and sometimes that intensity becomes too much. Inside the mind of a genius, there is also an unusual relationship with boredom. Most people avoid boredom. Geniuses use boredom to think. While others see nothing happening, the genius sees an opportunity for inner exploration. Their mind drifts into ideas during silence, during empty moments, during long walks. Many great discoveries were born not in labs, but in moments of quiet solitude. Another fascinating trait is what scientists call cognitive flexibility, the ability to shift perspectives quickly. While most people get stuck in one way of thinking, geniuses can flip the problem around, look at it from a new angle, twist it, stretch it, break it down, and rebuild it. They are mental shapeshifters. Their mind refuses to stay trapped inside boundaries. They challenge norms, they break patterns, and that's why they change the world. But beneath the brilliance, there is often a deep and quiet loneliness. Many geniuses struggle to find people who think like them, who understand their intensity, who share their passion. Their conversations often drift into ideas others find confusing or boring. This emotional distance is not because geniuses think they are superior. It's because their mind is always somewhere far beyond, exploring territories others haven't reached yet. Inside a genius mind, time works differently. They may spend years on a single idea. They may obsess over details no one else notices. They ignore society's expectations because their inner world is far more interesting. This independence of thought is what makes their ideas revolutionary. They don't follow the crowd, they build their own path. Another powerful force in a genius mind is imagination. Imagination is not a luxury for them, it is oxygen. They use imagination not only to dream about the future, but to test ideas inside their mind. They simulate possibilities. They visualize outcomes. They invent worlds. For a genius, imagination is not escapism, it is a tool for innovation. Yet, with all this brilliance, comes a deep trait that many people overlook: relentless self-doubt. Yes, geniuses doubt themselves. They question their ideas constantly. They tear apart their own assumptions. They feel like they're never doing enough. This is part of what makes them great. Their mind is always striving, always questioning, always pushing the boundaries of what is possible. Inside the mind of a genius is also a relationship with boredom. Most people avoid boredom. Geniuses use boredom to think. While others see nothing happening, the genius sees an opportunity for inner exploration. Their mind drifts into ideas during silence, during empty moments, during long walks. Many great discoveries were born not in labs, but in moments of quiet solitude. Another remarkable quality is the genius's ability to embrace contradictions. They can hold two opposing ideas in their mind without stress. They accept that reality is complex, uncertain, and full of paradoxes. Instead of choosing one side, they explore both. This duality is what makes their thinking so fluid, so rich, so innovative. Let's talk about dreams. Not metaphorical dreams, but literal ones. Many geniuses experience vivid dreams because their mind continues working even while they sleep. Their subconscious becomes a laboratory where ideas collide and merge. Mary Shelley dreamed Frankenstein. Dmitri Mendeleev dreamed the entire periodic table. Dreams are another dimension of genius thinking. The mind of a genius is